Hi, and welcome to the support series videos from Vectra. In this series, engineers will go through some of the common requests we see from customers and how to resolve them. Please be sure to subscribe and check back for new videos in the series.
Hello all, welcome to Vectra Support video series. I'm Mohammad Pasha from Vectra Support team. In this video, we will take a look at Vectra's X29 hardware platform. We will take a look at the rear and front of our X29 appliance. This includes examining the physical connections available at the rear and the disk numbering at the front. We will also explore a second panel configuration that you may come across for X29. Next, we will review the necessary connections that must be established before the initial configuration. Following that, we will examine various operation modes before delving into the different available initial configuration methods. To conclude, we will discuss some additional notes of interest. Our X29 underneath is a Dell PowerEdge server. There are two management ports, MGT1 and MGT2. We also see there are four capture ports available which are labeled ETH0 through ETH3. There are two redundant power supplies which are hot swappable. As it's a Dell server, it comes with an option of ID rack port for having access to the console. There is a VGA port for display along with two USB port for connecting a KVM device. This is similar to what we saw in the previous slide. The only difference is the placement of the various ports and power supply socket moved around. This image depicts the front side of a X29 and we can see the disks along with their numbering. The disks 0 to 3 are configured as stripe, disk 4 and 5 are mirrored pair. X29 can operate in either mixed mode, having a capability of acting as both vector brain and a vector sensor, whereas in sensor mode, the X29 only acts as a sensor collecting the packet, then generating and forwarding metadata to a paired brain. Before configuring the X29 appliance, we need to connect the appliance to power outlets. The X29, as discussed before, has two redundant power supplies, and it is recommended to connect both to both to two independent power sources. We then need to connect MGT1 interface via RJ45 Ethernet cable, and this is the port that will need to be configured with an IP address in your network for further management of the X29 appliance. In order to set the MGT1 interface, we can use one of the many methods available, which we will take a look in the upcoming slides. This slide has just been added to give a reference of a KVM, crash card adapter, a serial console, and an Ethernet cable. Connecting via KVM is straightforward as you would need a VGA cable, USB based mouse, and keyboard to connect. For serial console, use a terminal program of your choice with the serial port setting configured to 115 200 baud, 8 data bits, no parity bit, one stop bit, and no flow control. In this screenshot, we are using MobiXterm and setting up the serial console connection with the configurations mentioned previously. For MGT2 interface, use an Ethernet cable directly between your computer and the X29 appliance. This port is hard coded with an IP of 169.254.0.10 with a /16 mask. Configure your PC to say 169.254.0.11 with a /16 mask and then SSH for CLI access. Vectra strongly recommends customers to configure IDRAC or IPMI permanently as this provides easy access in case of network connectivity issues and helps reduce resolution time during Vectra support engagements requiring console access. To access the IDRAC interface, point your web browser to HTTP followed by your IDRAC IP. The management one or the MGT1 port functions as a DHCP client by default, and you can connect the MGT1 port of the appliance to the network switch and get the IP address assigned to the X29 appliance from the DHCP server logs. Here are some of the additional notes of interest. It can take up to 15 minutes for X29 to fully boot. If the CLI does not come up immediately using one of the methods we discussed earlier, press Ctrl Alt F1 through F7 to switch to a different virtual console to make the CLI appear. Disk from the appliance cannot be read outside of the system they were removed from as they are encrypted. In either mixed or sensor mode, the capture ports are supported only for out of band deployments. There is no inline mode. So traffic is forwarded to X29 via span, network taps, or packet brokers. The default username is Vectra, and the password is change this password, which must be changed upon first logging with the set password command from the CLI. Refer the KB article numbered 1071 for more details about the Vectra X29 platform. That is it for this video. Hope this has been informative. Thank you.